coming to the council and asking if they could have some events, and of course, yes, the more the better.
Yeah.
Bringing people down into town.
Anything that brings folks to Saltsburg,
yes,
would be a good thing.
Yeah, and the weather's starting to get, warming up, and everything's happening, starting to happen in the county, which is nice. So lots of things to do.
So we're at the beginning of May. We know that there's always some really big event coming in June.
Yes.
But May has enough in it, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, we really do this year. I started to look, and I thought, I better go and tell some people about all that we have in May, because normally it doesn't ramp up until, June or later once the kids get out of school.
Sure.
So,
sure.
So we're going to kick it off this Saturday with our second annual food truck festival down in Saltsburg. Last year we had it in September, but the gentleman wanted to move it up to May and see how that worked. So we're going to give it a go. So we'll have food trucks and music, kids' activities, the gamut of things.
Yeah.
And it'll be this Saturday from 11 to 7 down on the Canal Park, of course, where most activities take place in town.
Yeah, that's a great location, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right down the middle of town. I mean, you see it when you're coming into town or going out of town. You can see all this events taking place.
Great venue. Great venue. So that is from what time to when?
11 to 7 on this Saturday the 9th. We'll kind of first event of the year.
Yeah. So the music begins at what time?
The music will start. Well, we'll have a DJ from 11 to noon, and then from noon to 2 we have 3 Good Reasons will be playing, and then from 2 to 4 we have No Assembly Required, and then from 4 to 6 we have Woodland Twang, and then from 6 to 7 we'll have DJ music again.
There you go.
Yeah. Bring a chair, or we do have picnic tables, but sometimes it's better to bring a chair to sit in and relax.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So that's the first event.
That's the first event. The second event is at the Saltsburg Social Center, which is our local senior center. And that will be May 14th at lunchtime around 11:30. There's going to be a meet and greet with the Indiana County Commissioners. And we're inviting everybody, in town to come. If you're a senior and you haven't been to the social center yet, we invite you to come down and see all they have going. They have lunch. They're open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday and Thursday for lunch, and Wednesday for dinner. Okay. It is open to anyone in the community, not just seniors. For lunch, seniors are $3 if you're 60 or above. Under 60 is $5. And for the evening meal on Wednesdays at 5 p.m., it's open to anyone, and it's a home-cooked meal, $6 a person, so you can't beat it.
Yeah.
And again, on the 14th at 11:30, all the commissioners will be there. So if you'd like to meet your commissioners, you have any questions, now's that day is the time to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's 2 events.
2 events. And then on the 15th, which is the next day, Friday the 15th, at 7 p.m., the doors will open at 6 p.m. at we call it the Salt Center. Some people will know it by the old high school in town. That's up on Pine Street. It's called Scriptless. That's very hard for me to say. Scriptless in Seattle. Laugh like it's 1776. So it's kind of a kickoff. We're going to have a America 250 event in August, and this is kind of a kickoff to it. Scriptless in Seattle is an improv group, somewhat like Whose Line Is It Anyway on TV. So they take their cues from the audience, never the same show twice, and that will be up at the Salt Center. Tickets are $20. If you have groups of 10 or more, there's a discount for 10 or more, and there's a big discount for 20 or more. So I will let you know at the end where you can get all this information.
Yeah. You said that's on the 15th.
That's on the 15th, Friday the 15th. And it's a funny show. They were here once before, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm looking forward to this one since it is our 250th year.
Yeah.
This should be pretty interesting. And the group travels all around the country. I can't remember exactly. I want to say Wisconsin, but that might not be true. Yeah. But I think that's where they're located, and they travel all over.
Nice.
So, It's a good show. And that's about halfway through our list for May. On May 17th, which is that following Sunday, there will be a blessing, the first annual blessing of the bikes on the Canal Park again. And the Saltsburg Free Library is putting that together as a fundraiser. It will be from noon to 4, and the blessing of the bikes will take place at 1:30. And again, there's going to be some food trucks, some music. I know that oldies tribute artists Julie and Joe will be there playing some oldies music. I'm not sure who else is planned at this point. And then they will have basket raffles. And again, all of that will benefit the Saltsburg Free Library. So if you have a motorcycle or you're with a motorcycle group, come down. There's no fee to participate. It'll be a nice afternoon out on the canal.
Yeah. Yeah. That again is on what date?
Sunday the 17th from noon to 4.
Okay.
On May 31st, which is a Sunday, from 3 to 6 p.m. Down on the River's Edge stage, which is just below the Canal Park area. There is going to be the first annual Saltsburg Spiritual Awakening Revival.
Wow.
That's a mouthful. Yeah. And again, another group that decided to have an event in Saltsburg. They're based out of Blairsville, the Well Corporation. And they have done a spiritual revival up in Blairsville. So they wanted to try bringing it down to Saltsburg. Okay. So they're going to do that on Sunday the 31st from 3 to 6. And they're going to be various speakers, various information booths, some free food, music, just a nice afternoon out. Again, bring a chair. Yeah. There'll be, plenty of space for you to spread out and listen to everything that's going on.
Yeah. That's a big day.
Yeah, that'll be a nice afternoon out.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the following week after that, and I'll wrap it up with my events, is Canal Days.
Okay. So we finally got through May.
We finally got through May to June. So June 5th through 7th is Canal Days. Of course, a plethora of music and food and activities and vendors going on throughout the day, throughout the days. And the parade is always at noon on Saturday, and kids love that. They'll throw candy out for you and all that kind of stuff.
Do they still do water events at Canal Days? Many years ago, I know they did.
No, they used to have the duck race in the water, but depending on the year, it was a little dangerous one year. The water was flowing pretty good. Yeah. So they do it up on the canal. Okay. The Dave Pizer, who's a part of the library, built a contraption of that all the ducks go in and they blast them down with some water.
He made a duck course.
He made a duck course for us because it was a little too dangerous.
Sure.
But yeah.
Still, you get the spirit of the event.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's still fun. I've yet to even come in last on that duck race.
Are they one of the ones that give first and last place?
Yeah. I think they do maybe first through fourth place and then a last place. And I just want 1 year to get even the last place.
You just want one.
Yeah.
Michelle wants to be a winner.
I want to be a winner, but that's okay.
How'd you do on the Derby over the weekend?
You know what? Unfortunately, I had to be in D.C., so I could not take part in the activities this weekend, and I was so upset because it did look like a lot of fun down there. You would have been a winner then. Yeah, I think I would have.
They took your win away.
Yes, they did. I still have my son's winning Derby car from when he was in Scouts, so I was going to plan on using that because I still have it. So. But yeah, there's a lot going on down there. All of these events have their own Facebook page, but I'm not going to ramble on about that. If you go to Saltsburg area calendar of events on Facebook, I don't do any of the other social media. I'm an old school Facebook girl. But if you go to Saltsburg area calendar of events, I update that regularly. Right now I have April, May, and June. So I'll be updating that with May, June, and July events. There's things on there that happen every day in town for residents. And then there's the big events that, are open to anybody in the community.
Saltsburg area calendar of events.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. It takes a lot of people to come together to make all of these things happen.
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah.
Takes a
and-
village, really,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and you've got a whole village of people that
Yes.
they enjoy themselves and they have great times in Saltsburg and invite everybody to come take part.
Yeah, it's great. It's well, we have so much in this county in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice. Like you don't. I mean, of course, you can go down to the big cities, down to Pittsburgh or Greensburg or wherever, but you don't have to. There's so much to do in the county.
Sure.
I always encourage people to go to the tourist bureau
Yeah.
calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in the county is on there. If you're looking for something to do, go there and you can find something.
You bet.
Yeah.
You bet. Michelle, Jesko, thanks so much for the visit.
Well, thank you for having me again. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
it.
Come back.
I'll be here in June.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Michelle.
Okay, thank you so much.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. 9:23. Let's take a look at what AccuWeather says for us for today. Mostly cloudy, breezy, more sun as the day goes on. And in fact, the sun is out, and I think it's going to stay for the rest of the day. 73, the high. Scattered late showers tonight with a low temperature 58. Tomorrow, partly sunny, breezy, and 74. And then a cold front comes in, 57 on Wednesday, mostly cloudy, rain ending in the early afternoon. Thursday and Friday, cloudy showers each day, temperatures in the mid-50s. Over the weekend, looks like the low 60s and cloudy skies. Right now in downtown Indiana, let's check and see how high the temperature has climbed here since last we checked. It went from 51 to 56, just like that. How about that? Indiana County 911, still remaining clear. It's 24 minutes after 9 o'clock. It's Indiana in the morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Matt is in the newsroom. He's coming up. And Westwood One Sports on the way in just a second or so. And in our next half hour, it's a visit with Eric Neal from the YMCA of Indiana County. Westwood One Sports brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.